Hello and welcome back to the daily edition of Into Vietnam, presented to you by VITV channel and following some major stories. The Vietnam Asset Management Company will start to decide the value of purchased debts. How to attract strategic foreign investors. One-stop shop model is set to be applied at international seaports in Vietnam. Opening up the bulletin is the most outstanding financial news.
Chairman of VAMC, Mr. Nguyễn Quốc Hùng said the company will use its own valuations instead of inflated book values to buy bad debts from banks by the end of next month to accelerate a revamp of the financial system and revive lending. VAMC has been buying bad debts at the book value determined by lenders who price the property backing the loans higher than the current market rates. It plans to conduct a pilot purchase of bad debt using cheaper market valuations before year-end. The chairman said the new method will speed up the process of cleaning up bad debt and encourage banks to lend more. He was also confident the company can buy and sell bad debt faster next year since it improved its method with more than a year of experience. The credit department under the State Bank reported by October the 31st. Total lending of credit institutions expanded by 8.63% from the end of 2013. The result is partially brought about thanks to the central bank's efforts to issue policies to support 5 prioritized areas of agriculture and rural development, exports, SMEs, high-tech firms, and those working in supporting industries. By the end of September, credit to agricultural and rural development accounts for 90% of the total sum, to SMEs 24%, to exports 5%, to supporting industry 3%, and high-tech firms 0.5%.
But finding foreign strategic partners is a common problem for all large and small businesses and corporations in Vietnam. In addition, the 49% ownership limit of foreign investors is a huge barrier for the capital flow. Watch the Foreign's report for more insights.
The hardest part of the privatization process is to find foreign strategic partners. To illustrate, Vietnam Airlines hasn't found any in their upcoming IPO, the reason for which is still unknown. Vietnamtex was in the same boat and was forced to sell their shares to Vietnamese investors instead. Not only huge corporations, but small businesses in Vietnam also find it hard to find foreign strategic partners due to the 49% foreign ownership limit.
Hiện tại thì cái tỷ lệ sở hữu của nhà đầu tư nước ngoài đối với các công ty niêm yết là hiện tại đang giới hạn 49%. Tuy nhiên thì tôi nghĩ thì đó cũng là cái rào cản rất lớn đối với các nhà đầu tư nước ngoài mà muốn đầu tư vào thị trường chứng khoán Việt Nam.
Rõ ràng những cái nhu cầu của nhà đầu tư nhà đầu tư nước ngoài về cổ phiếu của các công ty chứng khoán sẽ được tăng lên, và tôi cho rằng đấy cũng là một cái động lực tốt để thúc đẩy thị trường trong cái giai đoạn thị trường hiện nay.
Not only foreign investors, but domestic investors and businesses also expect to receive the foreign investment flow.
Nó không chỉ có lợi cho các doanh nghiệp mà tôi nghĩ nó sẽ có lợi cho cả nhà đầu tư, nhất là những nhà đầu tư nước ngoài, bởi vì như thế lúc đó họ sẽ có những cơ hội sở hữu cái thị phần nhiều hơn số mà họ đang bị limit hiện nay. Như thế thì một lần nữa thì cái thị trường chứng khoán tôi nghĩ sẽ hoạt động sôi động hơn, và đó cũng là một trong những lý do mà doanh nghiệp cũng sẽ hào hứng hơn trong việc mà tiếp cận thị trường chứng khoán, một trong những kênh huy động vốn chung và dài hạn tốt nhất hiện nay.
From the beginning of 2014, the phrase room expanding has hit up on newspapers and security forums at the possibility of raising foreign ownership limit in securities companies in Vietnam to 60%. But soon, investors were disappointed by the State Securities Commission's decision to postpone the expansion, while there were no specific reasons for the delay.
Các nhà đầu tư nước ngoài thì chúng tôi đã kiến nghị nhiều lần là nên nới cái zoom ra. Mà cho đến nay thì tôi nghĩ là ủy ban thì cũng đã trình chính phủ rồi, và cũng đã qua được rất nhiều cấp nhiều ngành rồi, và tôi cho rằng là phải xúc tiến sớm.
I also hope that Vietnamese government will soon expand the ownership limit for foreign investors so we can invest and create more opportunities for your country. Many per se, expanding foreign ownership limit could help foreign investors participate further into the enterprise's management, thereby significantly improving the management capacity as well as the brand names of the businesses, resulting in better conditions for businesses and the entire economy. However, how could foreign investors be attracted while their ownership is still restricted?
The National Steering Committee of the ASEAN One Top Shops mechanism launched a project to create national single windows at international seaports in Vietnam. The adoption of NSW set the scene for Vietnam to become one of the region leaders in terms of reforming and simplifying administrative procedures for import-export products, entrance and exit, and transit. The system will be initially applied at seaports in Hải Phòng, Ho Chi Minh City, and Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Province. The 3-year Trade Capacity Vietnam project was totaling 525,000 euros, was officially launched in Hanoi on November the 12th to promote trade connectivity amongst Vietnamese enterprises, as well as between them and their U.S. trade partners. It's part of a 16.5 million euro European Trade Policy and Investment Support Project in Vietnam, or EU MUTRAP, for 2014-2017 period. The project aimed to enhance Vietnam's integration into international trade and boost Vietnam-EU trade ties. The State Bank of Vietnam and the World Bank signed off on a loan for $500 million in Hanoi on November the 12th to help energy sector improve the efficiency of the national grid transmission. The money will be spent on the installation of more than 1,000 kilometers of transmission lines and the establishment of a smart electricity network in areas that are crucial for socio-economic development, including Greater Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, as well as the Mekong Delta and the Central region. Mondelez International, the world's preeminent maker of chocolate, biscuit, gum, and candy, has announced a plan to acquire an 80% stake in Kinh Do Corporation, the leading snack business in Vietnam, for $370 million. Mondelez said the significant investment in Kinh Do in Vietnam is a perfect fit for their growth strategy in the Asia-Pacific region. The deal, subject to be approved of Kinh Do Corporation shareholders, would be completed in the second quarter of 2015 if approved. Chief Executive of Intel Vietnam revealed the U.S. chipmaker will install a second production line to manufacture computer CPUs at its Ho Chi Minh City factory. The installation is part of Intel's effort to expand the production of its flagship products in Southeast Asian country. The new production line is slated to begin operation this month. At the beginning of July, the chipmaker already disbursed $450 million into its Vietnamese operations, nearly 50% of the registered capital. And now the final part is summary of local gold prices, forex, and stock market. Well, that's all for this edition of Into Vietnam. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon and goodbye for now.